We've just started a 1500 versus 1500 Grey Knights versus Eldar. Yeah, well, we have a couple of objectives we need to take care of. My objectives are that I have to take this objective, which I already have in my own zone, and I have to hold this objective in no man's land. Yes, and my objective is that I need 2 units in his deployment zone, which happens to be like this. Yes. Around here. I just took that apart. Oh my god, build a kick. And I need to have one of his objectives. Yes, and I suppose he will be heading for this one since it's in my deployment. Maybe you don't know it's Eldar. Absolutely, they might have a master plan. I reserved everything of my army, so I didn't deploy anything. I did get the first turn. So when it became the Grey Knight's turn, they just sort of ran. Yes, I can kind of moved a bit to the side. That's pretty much it. Now we're about to enter turn 2, where Eldar is actually going to do something. Yes, now something happens. Yes. The end of the second turn, I came on. Not many of my reserve rolls did. I got a Wrathlord in, I got my Guardians in, I got it's a Falcon, I know, but it's actually a Wave Serpent, and it has some Fire Dragons in it, and they just huddle up in there. And my Scorpions tried to outflank, and because of our insane deployment, they came on the wrong side, so now they're just pinned in this corner without any transport, which is lame. Yeah. My Guardians tried to shoot at his Grey Knights, but nothing happened. They just saved it. And my Wrathlord tried to shoot at the Land Raider, and nothing happened. And later on he became pissed, so he shot at my Wrathlord, and he only has 1 wound here, because both blast cannons wounded. And it didn't get a cover save. Not really. And he just kind of holds around. And to top it off, my Terminators over here tried to deep strike behind his lines over there, right around here, but failed, mishapped. Yeah, they landed right into the Scorpions. Yes, and luckily they just had to be delayed around more, which I kind of like. gives me more time to figure out where to place them in a better location. So that's more to come. That's about it. I came on. The rest of my army came on. 2 Wave Serpents with Banshees and Farseer, and Dire Avengers and Furio. And did it come on? I can't even remember. Yes, it did. Came on. They flat out to create a moving wall. My Fire Dragons, which were huddled back here in this building over here, they flew over here and to protect their back, and came really close. Again, it's a Wave Serpent, but the model is a Falcon, so you have to live with that. Again, the Scorpions over here just kind of moved. They haven't done anything. I don't think they're going to do anything. They're just going to have a party over there. They tried to shoot again, and they kind of missed, and they didn't do anything at all. He didn't do anything at all. The Wrathlord moved up. He didn't do anything, and of course they couldn't do anything because they moved flat out. This one has been shaken. Yeah. Yes. It got, I believe it was a glancing hit, then it got a 4, then down to a 2, and because of Spirit Stones it became a 1, so you can't shoot. And I lost my multi-melter as a result of some fire from, which one was it? The Brightlands from the Wrathlord. End of round 4, I believe, and of course I moved up. I flat out again with all my Wave Serpents, and of course my opponent didn't really like that, so that really sparked some close combat tank battles. He also deep struck his Terminators. They tried to shoot at my Wave Serpent, they failed. nothing happened at all. Yeah, they failed epically. Both of these dreadnoughts here tried to assault each wave serpent. This one failed again, and this one got penetrating, of course, because of his close combat weapon. And he got a, what is it, a stunt, I believe. Yes, a stunt. So he can't move or shoot, so, alright. The Wrath Lord got attacked by 10 Grey Knights, which assaulted from the Land Raider. And by all means, it really survived with only 1 wound left. And actually did 2 wounds back, 1 in real combat and 1 for fearless. So that was quite astounding, I believe. And this wave serpent over here got 2 women destroyed from close combat, so it's just a flying shell now. Maybe I should go pick up my screws. I believe my guardians did nothing at all. They're just hiding in the bunker. And this one actually didn't. That made that one shaking, I believe. Yes. Yeah. So it just moved about. Couldn't really shoot. That's about round 4. Yes. In the last round, we have the wave serpents kind of moved backwards to create a living wall to hold these terminators away. They didn't really like that, so they kind of blew that off, which forced these to emergency disembark because they couldn't disembark around here. There weren't enough space, so they had to emergency disembark over here. The Wrath Lord eventually failed. It did very well. I was very satisfied with it.
Took 5 of my Grey Knights down.
It did quite well, considering they only had 1 wound. The Fire Dragons killed the Dreadnought. Uriel killed the other Dreadnought. But when that kind of happened,
my Crusader.
Yeah, and not to forget, my Banshees charged his Grey Knights and they failed. Only 1 Grey Knight died, and my whole squad died because they failed the leadership test and they got cut down.
Including the Farseer.
Yeah, including the Farseer, which failed his doom. So not a fail.
Yes, indeed. Retribution.
The Grey Knights consolidated around to secure this objective here. And my objective was to have 2 units in his deployment, which is around here. Yeah. And I have my diameters and I have this one. And because we don't play by the normal 5th rule, I can score with a walker. And so can he. But no one touched this one. So each player did have 1 objective cleared, so it was a draw. Yeah. It was a good fight. Yes. It was a very good fight. It was very close. When my Banshees died, I was kind of annoyed. But
I can imagine
Uriel.
that. Yeah.
And Uriel, he died because when Uriel is alone, he tends to die from sprint 6.
It's a habit of his.
He tends to die. Well, that's it for now.